Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. I'll be uploading this video on Tuesday, Personal Growth Night. Tonight I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you guys sometimes feel like the phone is taking over your life? I sometimes do feel like that, and I want to talk about it with you guys. Now, there's two different kinds of phones here that I'm talking about. One is a home phone, and I know many people that don't even have a home phone. They have a mobile phone. The other is a mobile phone, and they feel like they text a lot in there. I do now have a smartphone. I'm on my friend's family plan. I got a great deal with tax and everything. I pay $25 a month, which is unbelievable, and I have a data plan and all that, but that's a whole nother video. To be honest with you, I don't use the cell phone that much. I usually just take it with me. But it can be kind of fun. But this is the phone in my life I feel can take over my life. They say the average person, now this is a mobile phone, not a home phone, spends 4 hours a day on their mobile phone, which equals to 86 hours a month. And they also spend a lot of time multitasking and doing important tasks while they're on their cell phones. I was kind of surprised it was 4 hours a day. I thought it might be maybe 2 hours a day. I never thought it would be that much. I do feel like sometimes a phone, whether it's a mobile or a home phone, and everybody's lifestyle is different, can really take over your life. And I work from home, so I definitely need to spend time for business. And I am happy to help out my shoppers anytime they need me, and I'm always glad to call them back. I want to be available to help them. I love to talk to my friends, and of course I love to talk, can you tell? But sometimes your brain needs to rest and you need to rest. So one thing that I wrote down here is here's a few ways to know that you're spending too much time on the phone. And in many cases this is mobile phone, because I've noticed not as many people nowadays have a home phone. I have a home phone for work and a mobile phone for emergencies. So how you know when you are spending so much time on the phone is when you first wake up in the morning, you're looking at your phone, and when you go to bed at night, you're looking at your phone. And also you keep it on while you're eating, and it's always with you, and when you're bored, you're constantly looking at it, and if you don't know where it is that second, you're kind of frantic. You also may look at it when you're driving. These are keys that it may be really taking over your life. I've been changing it a little bit now, where what I'm doing is at 10 o'clock at night, I'm turning both of these phones off. Also, if I feel like I'm kind of feeling mentally drained, both these phones go off. The big thing that I'm doing more and more is taking breaks from the phone and having some peace and quiet in my home. I'm also now, since I have a morning routine, I do sometimes check the phone to see if there's anything urgent, but more and more I'm getting ready first and then checking messages. Because once I start turning these phones on, I'm lost, and then sometimes I get phone calls on this phone and texts on this and calls on this. You can imagine what it's like when they're both ringing and texting at the same time. It can be really nerve-wracking. So sometimes I do just have to take a break. I know a lot of us want to accomplish a lot of things, whether it's home, work-related, personal goals, health goals, spiritual goals. It can be very overwhelming when we're dealing with the phones and working on trying to improve our life in different ways. That's why my personal feeling is, I think for me, I'm setting more time limits now, and I'm letting folks in my life know I'm not always able to talk. And I even tell them I want to be respectful of your time. If you can't talk, let me go to voicemail, or just say, Dawn, I can't talk right now. I'll talk to you later. You can hang up. It doesn't bother me, because I respect people, and I want to make sure that they have their rest and quiet time. So, and I was even telling a dear friend that the other day, her name is Teresa, who watches this channel. Hi Teresa. That if her and her husband are spending an evening and they're watching a couple movies and having some quiet time, and I happen to call, they can talk to me later. It's nothing urgent, because I want, to me, being respectful it's reciprocal. It goes both ways. So that's one of the questions I want to ask you guys. If any of you feel like the telephone keeps you away from other things you want to do, and also if sometimes you feel obligated to call or text people back right away. Because I do feel like we do need a break sometimes from telephones and also technology, so that we can have a better quality life. I definitely feel like this is a really important topic, and I know we're all growing together as a channel. So I want to ask you guys about that because your feedback is always so appreciated. I love you and appreciate you. Bye-bye.